Hello and welcome to the part 6 of Entropic Dichotomy event. And last part I can much say that we meet over 3 at every tower or enemy, and we did reactivated Halo in tower B2. You wanna know more? Just watch part 5. It was very awesome and positive. And now we do go, I think, back to one of the 2 towers left in part 21, Moment of Hunting. Shadow after shadow hunts the scattered light in the middle ring of Tartarus sector. The high order Entropic, called Antenora, has a smug smile on her face, as though Eos and I are flies caught in her web. Both Eos and I are keenly aware that we have stepped into a trap, and one that has been carefully prepared by a high-order Entropic. Let's go! Eos attacks almost simultaneously with my wards. The ray of upper hands directs at Antenora, creates a brief opening for us, and we withdraw towards the exit. Nah. Why are you so eager to leave? Are you unhappy with this snare that I have set? Huh? A terrifying figure stands in the direction where the exit should have been. We turn back reflexively, and in the place of Antenora is the passage by which we enter the tower. There are 2 exits, or... What's wrong? Are you sanctifiers all the silent type? Is this part of your trap? It's just like the info said. No wonder Ptolemea cares so much about you. You are arranging for your friends to break out even as you try to pump me for information. The movement in the air hits me before her blade does, just as Antenora cleaves down on me with her sharp forelimbs. A transparent barrier deployed at Eos interposes herself in front of me. And then we have you, the most emotive of all sanctifiers. Surely your heroic intervention will expose a weakness in you. Eos, look out! An eerie sensation fills me, and I instantly turn up, putting my arms around Eos and throwing us both aside. Huh? An entropizing blast hits the place where we were standing a moment ago, and the stone at our former location begins to slowly melt away. Thank you. It's okay, but it seems like this Entropic knows us very well. We can't really get caught up in fighting her. We need to complete our mission first. We turn and head for the exit, but we end up running into Antenora again, while the exit appears behind us like before. Oh, is this like some illusion magic? Looks like the entire trap is under her control. Clap, 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 clap. Antenora looks at us with a playful grin in her eyes as she applauds. Well done! As expected of Eosphoros' left and right hands, both of you are still quite calm. Still, don't you think you are being a little too arrogant by discussing how you will escape your huntress while she's right in front of you? Antenora's voice suddenly appears behind us, accompanied by the sound of something sharp sliding through the air. Eos reflexively erected defense cannot stop Antenora's carefully aimed attacks, and the razor-sharp blade leg pierces Eos' arm. However, it does not hinder her movement. Eos, 1 o'clock. Got it. The operants gathered in Eos' hand turn into starlight that launches out at Antenora. What a shame you missed. Kaboo. Cannons fire from inside the fake tower crashed against the Eos defense, forcing her to take a few steps back. Antenora descends from ceiling once again, eyeing us hungrily with a mirthful look in her eyes. Spiderweb. In a fake tower, those terrain you can change. Bingo! Too bad. You don't get a prize for that. In the next moment, Antenora's voice sparks from behind us. Can you analyze the patterns on the strap? I don't have enough information. Got it. I will create an opportunity. Be careful. Eos nods and light begins gathering around Eos. Stellar radiance fills our surroundings. The struggles of the prey in the web? No, the look of despair on the prey's face after it realizes its struggles are pointless is quite delightful too. She's vanished again. No, she hasn't vanished. She's using the terrain to hide herself. If I focus on her movement, I should be able to spot an opening. Well, have you found the answer to the riddle? Antenora's form flickers constantly through the cramped space while Eos studies her every movement. Got you. A meteor streaks out in the direction where Eos is pointing. It throws up a cloud of dust where it hits, creating an opportunity for escape. Wow. Let's go! Well played. Unfortunately, that was the wrong answer. Oh no. Antenora suddenly appears beside us, and a sharp blade steps into my side. The incredible pain forces me to my knee. Antenora vanishes into the darkness again. It seems she's going to do what she said and toy with us until we die. Eos stands in front of me and warily surveys her surrounding, protecting us with a fragile, transparent barrier. I'm sorry. It was my fault for being careless. This is her domain, She can freely control every part of it. It's unrealistic to think we can escape in one piece. We should go. I will delay her. No, I was analyzing the values of that exchange of yours just now. It's very likely that she can draw on the Watchtower's power. In addition to the entire region being a trap, said, catch up. Bingo, that's right. The entire Watchtower is under my control. How about it? Are you going to keep struggling, or will you be a good and give up? Don't twist my words. You say this place is under your control, but that's not entirely true, is it? Huh? Both your movement patterns and your attacks methods gave me a strong sense of déjà vu. I take out the Rubik's map. And now I have figured out why. Professor saving the day, let's go. The fact that you managed to induce me to enter erroneous information into the Rubik map suggests that you are extremely familiar with its inner working, or rather, you know how Tartarus sector work like the back of your hand. So the Watchtower is like big labyrinth right now? Did I get it right? It would be too difficult to erect a watchtower out of nowhere in the middle ring. The truth is, only half of it is labyrinth terrain. Oh, the rest is just an illusion you crafted, right? Does that mean the moving of the exit was cursed by the labyrinth shifting? First, she deceived us with the actual terrain, and then she layered more and more illusions over it. You really worked hard on fine-tuning the right mixture of lies to truth. But unfortunately, I know the Rubik map very well too. Prey which gets smug over incorrect conclusion dies sooner, you know? Oh really? Then why aren't you pressing the attack right now? Is it because the labyrinth is shifting again? Kaboom. Two cannons blast go off in front of me. I can feel Antenora's anger even through the operant barrier. Now, how should I reward you for seeing through my trap? Huh? I know. I will set you mouth shut and then perform a little craniotomy on you. Thanks, but no thanks. We are going. The exit at 7 o'clock. Ah, you know. It's really rude to ignore other people's preparations. I don't mind. We run toward the direction indicated by Rubik's map as a swarm of entropizing spells explode behind us again. Antenora must have redesigned this entire area for entropizing shell bombardments. This should be this should be it. Don't think you can get away? I tug on Eos to avoid the trajectory of the entropizing spells, and Antenora appears behind us again. She chops down with her blade leg, but they are blocked by meteoric brilliance? Don't forget about me. Ah, you're such a pain. The exit just ahead, Eos. With spiderweb, cannon fire and blade legs behind us, the light in front makes the illusion of the tower looks like it's rippling. A bad feeling rises in my heart. No, Eos, stop! No, no, all I can do in the little time we have to react is show Eos away. The illusion shatters and sticky, flowing entropics float in from the labyrinth's passage, but I am already in their midst. Devour! Disgusting lumps of purplish flesh detach from the walls and swallow me whole. Run, now! My final words are lost in the attic's dark purple prism. Hehehe, I was going to play with you for a while longer, but that final touching screen was worth it. You won't run, will you, Eos? Eos ignores Entropic provocation. Instead, she gathers her opponents and fires at the ever-swelling blob of entropics, trying to save the person swallowed within. Answer me if you are still conscious. However, the starlight falls into a black hole to no valet. Well. Oh, what a stirring sight. Feel, I can fulfill your wish to join them in death. Come and become my dinner together. Antenora's blade legs thrust towards Eos. She struggles to avoid them while calling my name. Oh, whoa, don't. That's bad. This looks bad. Oh, how tragic. Even though you are a great sanctifier, you are powerless before me. She no longer steps with her sharp blade legs, but turns to flap with them instead. Each strike lands accurately at Eos' wounds. Yes, that's right. Are you mad? Are you frustrated? Are you scared? The feeling of slowly burying the light. Truly, it is the most delicious seasoning for death. Antenora. Whoosh, 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 let's go. Time to come back. The signal flare arrow in the distance draws out Eos' words as the light of Sanctify's watchtower gradually goes dark. Oh my, I didn't expect you to prepare fireworks for the occasion. Oh no, Alcyone, but how? Oh no, this is the moment where Alcyone is fighting Electra. All the Centaurs know what the arrow means. There are signals that was decided upon entering Tartarus. I guess that gift which I had in a leaf for you must have gone off. Ah, if only I could have seen it. Oh yeah, the entropized Electra. Those two sanctifiers. What was the name? Alcyone and Electra, was it? They ought to be killing each other around now. Antenora opens her hand, and a seed of entropization blossom within it. I'm sure your despair would be so much richer if you could see it too. What a shame. Ah, so sad. You can't even bring yourself to speak? Oh dear. Still, that's alright. I will send you to meet them right away. Antenora lunges at Eos again. Eos seems to be in the grip of her sorrow and stays still, quietly awaiting death. Oh, Eos, come, move! The blade legs fall, and it is then that Antenora realizes that Eos' eyes are not filled with despair, but burning with anger. Kaboom! The purple prison explodes right next to Antenora. She reflexively dodges, but Eos immediately follows up with an attack. In a flash of starlight, two of Antenora's blade legs are pulverized, and she crashes to the ground. Why? As Eos approaches Antenora, more and more motes of starlight fall from the heavens, pulverizing the entropics with their radiance. Eos! You, Alcyone, and Electra, say no more. The 2 points of light representing Alcyone and Electra slowly vanish, and the Sanctified's watchtower in the distance lights up again. They doubt to fulfill their mission as Sanctifiers. You can't let their sacrifice go to waste. Traps! Stop here! Antenora, you seem to enjoy the game of hunting others, don't you? The snares from her spider web spray out at Eos, but they evaporate before touching her. Still, but you took the Great Sanctifiers too lightly. How could a secret Greater Sanctifier be reduced to a demon's prey? So when you were attacking the Entropic just now, you said it before, didn't you? A hunter can't prepare enough when stalking their prey. You seem to think you know our abilities very well, but as a hunter, you ought to be prepared to become the hunted in turn. Now then, this is for Alcyone and Electra. Eos stops and looks at Antenora frightened face. Show her what the real Sanctifiers is like, Eos. Let's go. Oh my god. Fragrant light, oath and fate everlasting. It's time for beating Antenora. This is new boss. Antenora. As the enemy further away. I mean, she will be no threat right now, but still. Why are everyone is muted? Oh, okay, we beat her. Huh? Ah! Antenora hides in the corner of the labyrinth. Her shattered leg blades are slowly regenerating, and her smugness from before is nowhere to be found. The sound of footsteps approaches. Finding again? Come on, come closer. Lick. The quiet sound indicates the trap has been sprung, and the lurking hunter moves with lightning speed. So long. Antenora steps at the sound with her leg blades, but she's met with Eo's calm smile. Oh my! Have you finally came out? Let's continue then. But you still a little bit injured, Eos. Please don't do the dying thing. Why? Oh. A ray of golden light smashed through Antenora's joints, which spray purple operants. Her fresh regenerated leg blades are crippled again. Why? What? Were you wondering why I didn't fall into your trap? Consider you were using such a crude tactic. I would instead like you to ask this. As your illusions have been dispelled, why did you think I would be fooled so easily? You were waiting for me to regenerate? The starlight gathers. Several rays of starlight fall, smashing Antenora's leg blades once again. She crashes heavily to the ground. Feels good. Please stay like this. No surprises. We just beat Antenora, beat the clone girl, and then beat the Malkira, and go home. Just happily go home. Alright, you can regenerate again now. Although, why don't you guess which of your leg I will be blessed of next? Are you torturing me like this for revenge? Is it really good to be doing this? Wasting your strengths here? Antonina's teeth are chattering. Pain and fear have been thoroughly engraved into her neural cloud. Torturing you? A ray of starlight pierces Antenora's belly. Ah! You think this is torturing you? You don't deserve that yet. Go on, tell me what you did to Electra and Alcione. What I did? Antenora suddenly laughs out loud. You still think you can save your friends? Your sanctifiers are so naive. Eos blasts Antenora again, but it doesn't stop her creepy laughter. It doesn't matter. You can kill me here if you want. Didn't you want to know what my gift was? It's simple. I had Zaina plant a seed of entropization in Electra. The seed has sprouted and borne a circulate fruit. You should know what happened to Entropic sanctifiers, right? That ought to be enough for Lady Malkira to enjoy the sight of sanctifiers killing each other. No? How do you think it feels to be betrayed by your trusted friends? Surely, you will die in hatred and despair, right? You were wrong. How wonderful! How wonderful! Eos' only response to Antinora's maniacal laughter is merely to raise her hand. It seems you still don't understand the great sanctifiers. With a wave of her hand, more rays of starlight fall. The halo has been restarted. They uphold the glory of the sanctifiers to the very end. A despicable demon like you would never be able to understand such a noble sacrifice. The fact that you are attempting to taunt me in such a crude manner only proves your foolishness. The glory of sanctifiers. Oh, we are angry. Oh my god, she got dissolved. As more and more shards of stellar radiance strikes her, Antenora laughs grow weaker and weaker until it vanishes completely. Eos stands with her back to me for a while. I don't even need to check to know that she has reduced Antenora to slightest atoms. Are you alright? No need to look like that. I'm fine. No more Entropics showed up to help Antenora even after I made her suffer just now. Looks like this watchtower won't pose any further threat. Let's make haste and activate the halo on this side. Eos smiles at me. Relax, I can still fight. Let's go. We still have a mission to complete. The real watchtower isn't far. I reach out and catch Eos as she falls. Don't push yourself. Hang on into me. It seems I have shown you an unsightly side of myself. Opponents gather around Eos' fingertips and warm light bathes our wounds. Everyone thinks you are here. We will definitely wipe out Malkira and complete the Sanctifier's mission, right? We will. Yes, we will. Oh my god. Part 22. Change and confusion. The voice whispering by your side cannot be silenced, and the secret commandment seems so far away. In the middle ring of Tartarus sector, at the former Sanctifier's watchtower, object Tower B3. This is probably Eosphoros. The plain longsword crashes with a purple tentacle, and the former leaves a mark on the latter. Oh, not bad. Malkira doesn't seem worried. I hope Ptolemea is struggling. All she does is watch with mild interest. Why aren't you stepping in, Malkira? You don't think a small fly like this could possibly stop me, do you? Biologically speaking, those little ones are not fly, as in the young of fish. Also, our dance is not over yet. Eosphoros ignores Ptolemea and cuts her in half with a single swing. But just like before, another jellyfish Entropic quickly changes into Ptolemea and continues battling Eosphoros. My power is limitless. Yet your jellyfish clone would tear and die by the second. Eosphoros called me fans of Ptolemaeus' attacks, but his gaze remained fixed on Malkira. Your blade works is flawless, but you are grown more talkative. Malkira Town does not so much as perturb Eosphoros. Several million of opponents streak past and evaporate all the jellyfish entropics in an instant. Losing all those jellyfish entropics has gravely wounded Ptolemaea, who can only step aside. Although she's on her last leg, Ptolemaea still seems calm and composed, and not like someone who is on the verge of the dead. Eosphoros raised his sword and pointed it at Malkira. That's enough testing for now, Malkira. Or do you think such games will anger me enough to expose a weakness to you? What you truly want to ask is, why did I watch as one of my minions was destroyed? Is it not? Perhaps I might just be adhering to the rules of honor and not using the advantage of numbers against you. A mere Entropics dares talk about honor? Regardless of why you sent your minions to her death, it is now your turn. Oh, I like the sight of you, certain in your goal and unflinching in your face. But Eosphoros, have you ever doubted that voice you obey? Are you trying to change my fate? Your words are utterly meaningless. Huh? Meaningless, you say? Was the fact that all of your group lost half their opponents the moment you obtained the Rubik map just as meaningless? A mere diversion. Even with half of my opponents destroying you all in? Huh? Have you considered why you lost exactly half of your opponents? Why did each and every one of you have all your parameters cut exactly in half? From your opponents to your attack power, defensive strength, and your reflexes and agility. And the hero. What a lovely name. You lost half your opponents last time. So what kind of price do you think you will have to pay to activate the full halo? Aren't you even the least bit curious? If that's all you want to say, then you might die now. Once again, Eosphoros answered Malkira mockery with a sword. A storm of countless shining blades rains down on Malkira. Yes, that's it. As the leader of the Sanctifiers, you will always fight with calm and aplomb. Malkira waves her hand and sinks tentacle steps at Eosphoros like streaks of lightning. Huh? Huh? Before the tentacles can close around him, Eosphoros swings his sword and severs all the purple appendages at once. His stroke also causes motes of starlight to appear before everyone's head. That's right. That's the way. Malkira excitedly swipes her black tentacles at the stars before. The tentacles smash them to pieces, but right after that a sharp blade severs the tentacles. Although it looks like nothing more than a close shave, each of Eosphoros' attacks is doing appreciable damage to Malkira. The intense battle releases tremendous amount of opponents into the air, which begins to feel sticky. However, Malkira still pays it no heed. So you are feeling anything right now? Are you thinking that you should not be wasting upper hands like this, even if I'm just a clone? I did not expect the Entropic's leader to be quite so talkative. For a moment the mocking tone disappears from Malkira's voice, and she speaks quietly. So you are not afraid because you have got something up your sleeve then? Is that it? I hope you will be able to keep saying that once I crush your confidence to bits. Eosphoros glances at Ptolemea out of the corner of his eyes. Her jellyfish are gone. She is on the verge of death. Her master has been critically wounded, but she still looks as composed as ever. Whatever the reason, letting things drag on will be problematic. With that, Eosphoros leaps back and begins channeling upper hands into his holy blade. It's time to show you something interesting. Oh, I'm afraid of another. It's not that good as you thought. Eosphoros swings his sacred sword, but Malkira seems to have been waiting for this moment and charges right into it. Stab. The sensation of the blade penetrating a body makes Eosphoros freeze up for a moment. Even Malkira could not withstand such attack. And it is precisely at this moment that Malkira opens her terminal in front of Eosphoros. Tartarus Watchtower. First generation sanctifier journal? Oh my god. Malkira does not seem the slightest bit pained, even though she's been run through by Eosphoros' longsword. You. It looks like we are shocked. You want to know why I have an encrypted sanctifier diary with me? Why don't you think about it? Why would anyone call themselves first generation when writing a diary? It's time for a big reveal or what? It's first generation? They already knew there will be a next generation? Were there other sanctifiers before you, Eosphoros? Did you see any of them? Did the ancient war actually exist? If the first generation had the technology to build watchtowers, then why could they not reach me And what exactly are those revelations that you serve anyway? The revelations are beyond question. Those are the earliest memories inscripted in a Sanctifier's secret canon. Then, who passes down those memories, missions, faith, and hatred that are beyond question? Eosphoros is having a hard time on board the battlefront. Sanctifiers die with every minute, every second that passes. Meanwhile, your closest comrades are dying one after another in Tartarus. Why not call a temporary retreat? We are the guardians of Magra Sea, the defense of the cloud server. We fight for the safety of all sectors. Oh, Eosphoros, you are the leader of the Sanctifiers, the greatest of all agents, an entity of the same level as me. Yet your answer is forced and mechanical, like a puppet dancing on strings. I don't like laughing here because I don't know what they had before. Malkira shakes her head. It seems we will need a greater stimulus. As she finished speaking, Eosphoros sees 3 arrows climbing into the sky. Oh, so this is Alcione's flare attack. He sends Malkira flying with a kick and pulls away again. 3 signal arrows. Alcione. For the first time, there's a change in Eosphoros' expression. I salute her bravery. If only my subordinates were as capable. Still, that's fine. That's alright. Inside Tartarus, all opponents are mine to command. Snap. Malkira snaps her finger and Ptolemy, who has nearly been killed by Eosphoros, is instantly restored to full health. All you have to do is take my hand and meet me in throne room. She extends a hand to Eosphoros, and her pierced palm looks like it is waiting for Eosphoros' response. I can also show you a token of my sincerity. You can be reunited with them, with Alcyon, Electra, and of course Atlas. Eosphoros' blade. Oh, we get triggered every time we hear Atlas. Eosphoros' blade flashes past, taking off Malkira's extended hand. Alcione, you have done well. Thank you for your hard work. Your efforts. Eosphoros extends his own right hand towards Malkira and Ptolemy, his face blank. This is followed by an overpowering surge of starlight arrows that rains down on them. That's right. That's right, Eosphoros. I will be waiting for you. Waiting in the throne room. Okay, Malkira fight. And Ptolemaic. Okay, then we have Malkira fight and Ptolemaic fight together. But that's like Malkira's clone. Upon taking damage in phase 2, sounds an Entropic shard. It's a normal mode, so we actually don't have any troubles here, I think. Cannot zoom. Okay, maybe we have troubles. Okay, let's reposition ourselves. I don't know why Kai makes in this position, but whatever. Alex heal. On boost. Alex got defeated. Okay. Shield. Okay, Ptolemaic left. Okay. We won, and no narrative area. Arrows of starlight fall like rain, and Eosphoros does not stop his attack until Malkira's clone and Ptolemaic are blown to smithereens. Yet the erupting opponents do not calm down for a long time. Malkira's clone completely evaporates, but Eosphoros knows that he has merely destroyed a fraction of Malkira's true strength. I will find you, Malkira. I will slay you upon your throne. Activating Object Tower B3, initiating Sanctifier Eliminate Protocol. I hope it's not Sanctifiers like it us eliminating. Please enter command. Eosphoros knows the system structure and quickly scrolls across the control interface until he reaches a key item. Object Tower B3, activate Halo device. The Halo activation option. Eosphoros' hand pauses over the button, but then he clenches his fist. The Halo. What a lovely name. Last time you lost half your opponents. I wonder what kind of price we'll have to pay once you activate the Halo. What exactly happened to the first Sanctified that made them unable to conquer the Tartarus sector? If the first generation had the technology to build watchtowers, then why could they not reach me? And she's probably the only one who knows. The time has come. Eosphoros looks outside the watchtower. The other two Halo have joined it up, illuminating half of the middle ring. The die is cast. There is no turning back. Eosphoros looks toward the control terminal again. This time, he does not hesitate and presses the activation button. There is a familiar rumbling, and then the sacred purity of the Halo swiftly expands from the watchtower. Eosphoros looks at the inauspicious maze. Its twisted lumps of meat seem to shift into Malkira's face, asking Eosphoros that vital question. Are you prepared to pay the price this time, Monkas? What is the price? If I can accomplish our wish and fulfill our mission, purifying light engulfs the entire labyrinth as the last halo activates. Oh. Okay. So the last time we lost half of our opponents, I kind of asked myself where the last opponents even go, because you know, like there have to be a sort of energy maintenance if we are like being very physical. So the half of opponents did just not disappear; they went towards something, I guess. Okay, there's apparently nothing here. Then let's go to Mocking Praise, part 23. When the holy light illuminates the bottom of the abyss, just what will you see? In the Tartarus Sector and the middle ring, entrance to the inner ring. Eos can barely move, so I support her as two of us hurry over to the designated rendezvous point. There we see a melancholy figure. He looks up at Tartarus' entirely overcast sky. White light from the three towers in the distance joins together, boiling away the entropics and bleaching the labyrinth's walls, touched by its radiance. As the light of purification reaches us, the rotten earth seems to spring back to life. However, there is no warmth in it for us. All we can feel are cold, lonely ashes. You, Eos, I'm sorry. You're sorry for what? Are you okay? Eos tightened her grip on my hand. I can hear her holding her emotions back as she breathes into my ear. Seeing Eosphoros lose his luster like this has shaken Eos more than the wounds she took in battle. It wasn't your fault. Oh, it wasn't anyone's fault. It's because of Alcyon and Electra. No. Electra and Alcyon and Atlas' death, they are all my responsibility. We all came here prepared to sacrifice ourselves by the direction of the revelation. The revelations? No, he's starting questioning himself. Eosphoros mutters those words to himself, then signs and shakes his head. The Halo system has been activated. We ought to proceed with the next stage of the plan. There is no telling how long the Halo will last, and the time limit for killing Malkira is fast approaching. Eos lets go of me and walks up to Eosphoros, looking into his eyes. Electra, Alcyone, and Atlas lived according to the Sanctifier's creed to the very end. They knew what they are doing, and what they will have to face. Perhaps the words of the gods are the initial impetus that motivates every Sanctifiers, but it was more than just their revelation that supported them, supported us in coming to this place. Eos raises her hand. It isn't a gesture of prayer like before. Instead, she presses them to her chest. We acknowledge our identity and our calling. We embrace justice and fairness. We fight for the safety of all agents of the cloud server. Along the way, both you and I have experienced doubt and confusion when encountering bizarre occurrences. But even if we cast fate aside, even if the revelations are nothing more than a noose around our neck, all they can do is kill us. What? They cannot make us give our lives for them. Eosphoros. We hone our blades in the darkness. We defend order in the face of chaos. In the face of chaos, you are the last one who ought to be shaken. Atlas, Alcyone, Electra, and all the tens and thousands of warriors at the border battlefront. Even if the outcome is one of despair, we still owe them an answer. And besides, we still have a ray of hope. Go forth into the truth. Do not fear, do not hesitate. Perhaps the driftwood of your fate might not be firm footing, but responsibility will carry you to the far shore, where you will once again plant your feet upon solid ground. Responsibility. My responsibility. The man drops his sword, and the Dima morning star shines once again. Let's go. Do what we think is right, Eosphoros. Make the call. Our mission isn't over yet. Because you rejoice and bow before evil, so do I smite and cleanse you. I shall eliminate you from Magra Sea and scourge you from the cloud. I shall exterminate you, and you will know that I am a guardian of Magra Sea. Would that it be so? That sounded like a question. In the inner ring of Tartarus sector, the light has spread, and it now illuminates the destination of their journey. It is a savage-looking structure that seems almost alive, and upon closer inspection, it seems both out of place and strangely familiar. It is a Sanctifier sector. I don't know what you tell me, but I'm very sure it was a Sanctifier sector before. As we go deeper, the light seems to encounter some kind of obstacles, and its rare of spread drops. What's the activation status of the halo? Let me see. Around 95%. It will be fully activated soon. By then, we can be considered to have the full support of the halo system, just like how we were all weekend the moment you and others obtained the Rubik map. I see. Huh? What do you think this weakening will be like? Oh, the price? The best outcome I can foresee is another halving of all relevant parameters. Another halving? And that the best case? Yeah, after all, a weakening that's more like a halving is just too weird. It's not so much a trap at this point. Yeah, a half of another half is like not that crucial, and more like some kind of rule. Since it's a rule, then it would be worse if it directly damaged us. I look towards Eos. She opens her mouth, and just as she about to say something, the Hello activation progress bar fills up. Was a little bit more purple, and then it stops being purple. A sinister ripple emanates from that distant structure and spread in all directions. Everyone? A sensation that is far more powerful than what I experienced when obtaining the Rubik's map washes across my body. Okay, maybe the half of operance by Rubik's map, it went towards like the activation of Rubik's map, but I could understand if it's only over half of operance. Why does it like everyone in Tartarus be? What a weird rule. No longer hidden or concealed. This parametric halving causes our digital constructions to wither up like creatures stricken by a degenerative disease. Eosphoros and I stumbled back a couple of steps, barely able to keep our balance, so we got weakening. The effect worsened on Eos, who was badly hurted to begin with. She slips free of my hands and collapses to her knees, a pale blue liquid oozing from her mouth. Eos. I'm sorry. Good things, it seems just like another round of weakening. Come, I will heal you. No, that's not right. Huh? Eos mouth opens as she gasps great lungfuls of air, waving me away to indicate that I should do anything. What? Your body was already operating at the minimum activity threshold. If we don't remedy the effect the weakening inflicted. That's not what I mean, yeah? She struggles to point forward. Look out! Oh no, enemies? A vicious attack strikes and fades in an instant. Eosphoros barely manages to block it. It is at this point that I realize what Eos saw. Oh, Malkira is free? Not far away, at the limit of the Hello system, where the light does not reach, Entropic's matter is gathering at the behest of that eerie wave from just now. Rotten, corrupted matter flows, adheres, accumulates, and interpenetrates slowly, coalescing into a disgusting construct of some bizarre substance that has a vaguely humanoid shape. Oh, don't tell me they are the Centifies we just defeated are back, or the Entropics. Why didn't you attack again? You could have heavily wounded one of them if you had followed up on that blow. Because ambushes are the lamest way to fight. I can kill them all face to face. Oh no, they are back. They're literally back. So, yeah, the Centifies cannot be rebooted, but I guess the other two, the Entropics. Do you realize our situation? The fact that we have been respawned in this way means that these Centifies have killed us all before. The sector core, where Lady Malkira rests, is behind us. So keep your unruliness in check. Okay, do we have here like to defeat you again? We literally... Oh, why is it every time I'm starting a chapter. It's only getting worse. Never bad. Oh yeah? I died before? Wait, I died before? It totally doesn't feel like that. Who killed me? Who is it? I can't believe you beat me in a straight fight. I wanted to fight you again. No. She is beyond help. Lend me a hand, Antenora. Oh, I thought this was Antenora. So this is Ptolemea. And now we have I am listening. Don't rush. We have all died before, so naturally, we need to be more cautious. Go with Zaina. I need to prepare the battlefield. A spider only moves within her web, after all. Yep. Okay, we are this utterly unprecedented scenario measures all my previous predictions to bits. I instinctively begin summarizing the circumstances and attempt to analyze the heteroid remnants of logic that remains, even though I subconsciously know that it's all a waste of effort. Perhaps this really is like the term I used to describe it. Malware. This is malice on the gods' part, a product of their whims. Justice? Fairness? Do their perceptions of sanctifiers have any meaning to the gods? We have entered a Francis swamp, a bottomless abyss, the opposite of all godness and hope. Damned souls, which ought to have gone silently into the grave, have clawed their way back out of the ground, chatting casually with each other, as though they mock the sacrifice of the sanctifiers. You, Eos, step back. Before we can act, Eosphoros has already drawn his sword and advanced to meet them. Oh my god, he's unstoppable, but man, please. There is no way it will go well. There's no way. I bet we also meet Atlas, Alcione and Electra after Entropized. I bet. Like this is how they double down on it. Eos is Eosphoros. Steel meets steel, and opponents throw up clouds of dust that instantly fill our line of sight, along with chunks of entropic matter. Even though Eosphoros' opponents have been shattered down to a quarter of their original level, he strides through the battlefield like a wrathful demigod. Standing in the distance, both Eos and I know full well that this battle is no one that we can interfere in. Oh my god, this looks not good. His wings are shattered. His long wild hair is singed. His master hand is severed, and so he wields his sword in his left. Eosphoros' face is blank, as though he feels no pain as he waves through the enemies, leaving slaughter in his wake. The High Order Entropics are heavily wounded by his ruthless onslaught. However, Eosphoros cannot deal them a fatal blow either. That's enough. Yo, can you give me some time? Oh, it's really like the warm lightning here. Lightning. The warm light effects. Right now? Yeah. Is there something you want to tell me? Eos? I don't know what to say. That's right. You have not fully recovered your memory yet. Other things that have happened must be quite frustrating, right? Before she can finish, Eos chokes and coughs. Pale blue liquid oozes down her face and drips to the ground. No. No. Okay, no one will come alive here. Everyone dies. Everyone will die. Sorry for making you see me in such miserable state. Even though I decided before setting out that no matter what happened, I would present a calm, composed face to everyone. Yours takes my hand and I feel her press something into my palm. Don't look. Don't remember me as I know. Oh my god. So unsightly. I mean. Count to 30 before opening your eyes, okay? By the way, this is our hand. Here, this is our hand. We never saw which sanctifier form we took. We still like some greater sanctifier. And we don't know even our name. As her warm breath fades from me, so does Eos' voice drift away. If there's anything you want to tell me, you can say it to the reverse tower when you return to it. And if possible, I really wish I could have made more memories with you. No, don't make this speech. Stop. Even without her telling me, I already have an idea of what Eos is planning to do next. You will have to finish the last leg of this journey with Eosphoros. Please, do your best to help him. Do it for me. For us. Oh no. I tightened my hand around the object she left me. And I can feel its contours in my palm. It is Eos' earring. A keepsake. I will bear witness until the very end. Because you rejoice and bow before evil, so do I smite and cleanse you. I shall eliminate you from Magracia and scourge you from the cloud. I shall eliminate you. You will know that I am a guardian of Magracia. Oh, your body shines like never before. Time seems to stop, and even the intense battle before us comes to a halt as everyone turns to look. Eos, in the final huddle before the destination. It's time that I took over. Surrounded by the high or the Entropics, Eosphoros rushes towards her, headless to everything else. Initiating Judgment Mode. No way. Judgment Mode. Is this like Rampage Mode? One leaves. Parallel tracks of light from the one and only star. Is this the battle stage? It is. Yes. Oh my god. He's going rampage. Fighting all of them. With Eosphoros. Eos. Oh wait, you have Eosphoros playable? Oh, I probably had already him. Oh my god. Initiating Judgment Mode. Neural Cloud. Fusion Protocol. Host Eosphoros. No combining. Oh yeah. Judgment Protocol. We meet Judgment in the other sector, which name I already forgot. I forget all the names everywhere, but yeah, it was when they were building the false god, and there was like Judgment, but two sanctifiers, great sanctifiers, turned into a big one. So she's like refilling Eosphoros' upper hands. Eosphoros slowly opens his eyes and silently listens to the series of notifications going off throughout his body. Until a hand lands on a wrist, whereupon he moves. This is a really sad look. Minor Cloud will probably remain within your body forever. Oh, and this is how. And this is why. Oh my god! So you wanted to tell me that we meet in the memory fragment here because she initiated Judgment Protocol with him. So. Oh. But that's fine. That way, he and I will be able to witness our end. What do you mean? I don't want to die. This should not be your ending. Eosphoros whispered quietly before closing his eyes again. The light shifts and gathers where he cannot see, and then it moves. Eosphoros feels the weight in his hand lighten. Operant Transfer Protocol. Source, Eos. Target, Eosphoros. Transferring now. Transfer complete. Eosphoros. Thank you for bringing us here. Yeah, everyone dies. What did I expect? Eosphoros presses his lips shut. He looks more miserable than Eos, holding back her trembling as she gasps for breath. Back then, when all the stars in the universe sang as one, when even the heavens and the twinkling of the stars between the clouds rejoice, the stars cast their eyes down, and there found light. Eosphoros can no longer feel any weight on his hand. Eo's breathing has changed as well. It seems to be growing away and growing faint. But at the same time, it feels more real than ever, as though it has never left. So close, yet so far, drifting, just out of reach. The stars and light accompany annihilation. Together, they become the most elementary particle of the universe. Something has fallen asleep, lonelier than the heavens and slower than time. Something has awakened, brighter than the stars, more dazzling than light. This is Eo's ability. The starlight. Indeed, MVP. One leaves. Oh, I'm nervous towards the end. Part 24. Flash of revelation. Endless doubts and fate incarnate come together in this final battle. In the inner ring of Tartarus sector. The sound of fighting from outside the door rises and falls. Malkira sits on her throne, lovingly caressing her head, Entropic. Her eyes are half shut, as though she's enjoying beautiful music. Do you hear it? This exquisitely designed play is about to reach its climax. Several screams later, the ruckus outside the door dies down. The pet Entropic covers in Malkira's arms. It gazes, wandering warily between Malkira and the door. Here? There. Our guest will be here soon. Crash. Something smashes against the door, and the thunderous impact breaks the silence. Chip, 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 chip! Frightened, the pet Entropics look at its master and tries to seek shelter, but instead it sees her placid face burning with twisted excitement. He is here at last! Malkira rises to her feet, and the pet Entropics falls to the ground. It scurries into a shadowy corner, striving to flee the crashing noise that is growing louder and louder. Crash. After the third collision, the door is smashed apart, and a dark shape falls into the room amidst a shower of rocks fragments. It is Zaina, impaled through her chest with her own weapon, which nails her to the ground in front of the throne before like a javelin. A figure wielding stars and light follows immediately behind her, holding a pair of purple carcasses that are still dripping light blue liquid from where they have been cut in half. They are dumped beside Zaina. As you wish, I am here to take your life. Malkira is neither frightened or shaken by this scene. She simply applauds in sincere delight. Amazing, Eosphoros. There could be no better final than this. As the leader of the Sanctifiers, you led your elites in overcoming all the obstacles and opposition in your way, crushing despair and difficulties, fighting your way through Tartarus to arrive before the Queen's throne. This magnificent deed has never before been performed in Malgracia. At last, at last, at last. Oh, Malkira's lava is filled with madness. Her tentacles swell and switch as though hungry. Just as her mad lava reaches its peak, it suddenly stops, becoming an ardent heat instead. At last, you are standing before me? Eosphoros, I have waited too long for this. From the first day of Reverse Tower of Babylon crash with Tartarus? No, even before that. I have been looking forward to your arrival ever since the Tartarus sector was born. It is the same for me. Eosphoros takes a brief breath and then levels his sword at Malkira. The blade gleams with light, glowing like a newborn star, its shining edge extending straight into the abyss. Malkira, I have come to kill you. Finality's mirror. Crush the evil, break the odd, and reveal your true self. Okay. Seemingly last fight versus Malkira. Surely nothing go wrong, right? Okay, let's go. Yes, that's it. That's how it should be. Plank. The tentacles collide with a keen blade with a shriek, and a storm of opponents erupts from the point of impact. This pain, this misery, this excitement. What a delightful flavor it is. Give me more, Eosphoros. It isn't nowhere enough. The tentacles size on an opening and warp around Eosphoros' neck, but they are severed in the next moment by the radiance that fills the sky. Because you rejoice and bow before evil, Dodo I smite Ecclesio. The words of the faithful, the ravings of the favored child of God. Are you still clinging to that laughable fate even now? Blank. A tentacle knocks aside the blade's point. Atlas. Clank. A tentacle strikes the blade's dead center, sending shockwave running up and down its length. Electra, Alcyon, and Eos! A tentacle coils around the blade heels. Do you grieve for them? They died in a place reviled by all the agents of the cloud in Tartarus. But Do you understand? Do you know why they died? Don't tell me because of us. Who drove you to advance in such haste? Who made you wallow in such misery? And who? A tentacle avoids the holy relic act, savagely punching a hole in Eosphoros' left shoulder. Eosphoros coughed up a cold, light blue liquid and staggered back a few steps. Malkira closes in after him, face to face and eye to eye with Eosphoros. Who made you sacrifice yourself for the sake of this laughable comedy? Your gods are nothing more than... Before Malkira can continue, Eosphoros grits his teeth against the suffering of his body and grabs the tentacles that has stabbed deep into him. Eosphoros looks up and there's an indescribable anger on his pale face. That's enough out of you. You! Simulator system ready. Activating artificial suppressor program. Huh? I leaped in from where I was hidden outside the door, dragging in a bunch of reprogrammed recon drones that I have wired together, and which no radiant light from a simulated halo. So you had another trick up your sleeve, huh? Yeah, we are still alive, don't forget us. Eosphoros, no! The imitation halo won't last long. Malkira, I have been meaning to say this from the first time you spoke. Atlas, Electra, Alcyon, and Eos. All of them. Eosphoros grits his teeth, then infuses his operants into the relic before pointing it at Malkira, who is being temporarily subdued by the imitation halo. Along with him and myself, we didn't come this way just because of the gods and our fate. We are here to defend the safety of Magracia agents, for justice and fairness. Here for the very calling of the Sanctifiers. Oh god. Malkira. Let's do this. The relic in Eosphoros' hand overflows with operants, and the device I am operating is on the verge of breaking down for Malkira's struggle. The pressure drives me to my knees, and all the modules and systems in my body are trembling. Eosphoros! I shall eliminate you from Magracia and scourge you from the cloud. I shall exterminate you, and you will know that I am a guardian of Magracia. And now, die. An angry roar shatters the final remnant of the Halo's light, and driven by a tremendous surge of operants, the relic pierces Malkira's chest. Let me guess. It's not the end. The face of the letter is frozen in shock of Sanctifier's upper hands course through Malkira's body. Thread after thread of light spreading all over her like a spiderweb. Eosphoros withdraws the relic and stumbles a few steps back. That's heavily. Malkira's body collapses to the ground, a final, mocking smile slowly fading away. My friend, I have verified the disappearance of Malkira's signal. Eosphoros pants and slowly turns around before meeting my eyes and smiling. Okay, you don't die, right? Eosphoros did not die in this fight because he's still alive. With Eos inside his memory fragment. Or am I wrong? Did Eosphoros die? If yes, then you was good, but now you bad and we have to beat you. Eosphoros pants and slowly turns around before meeting my eyes and smiling. It's over. Yeah, it's over. I smile too as I gather the last of my strength to get up. But then my eyes catch sight of something and I freeze. Oh no, don't tell me we just... No way you do it to me. No way you just tell me we defeated a clone. A string of abnormal operands feedback appeared on the screen of the detector in my hand. Oh, she's back? Eosphoros, look out! No. My voice is slower than the sudden change, and the black tentacle has already impaired Eosphoros' core. Oh my god. Eosphoros in pain. You really thought? The alert from my device rings out at the same moment as Eosphoros is stabbed through his core. Amidst hills of mad lava, Malkira deals Eosphoros a fatal blow with a tentacle, which throws him into my arms. The Sanctifier's calling? First, you lie to yourself to patch up the hole that remains after your faith is shaken. And then you emphasize your mission to offer yourself some meager consolation. All for the sake of scraping for a few clumps of self-worth. And now, at the very end, you discover that all this was nothing but a pack of lies. We really don't look good. We lost an arm even. You. With great difficulty, Eosphoros sits up in my arm, and then his eyes turn incredulous, as though he is hearing something. He looks down and stares blankly at the wound in his core, and then looks back up at Malkira. Do you realize it now? You brought everyone with you on your mad charge into the blazing heart of the candle, only to find in an empty void. Eosphoros ought to have sustained a fatal wound, but instead he sits there dumbly. The operands around his wounds begin to reverse their flow, as though they have a will of their own. Eosphoros, your wound. He hears it. He sees it. Go on. Speak it out loud. Recite what you see on your system notifications for the Sanctifier beside you to hear. Us? Listen, and you will know what is so laughable and what fills you with dread. Yes, that's right. That's the look. Don't doubt it. What you hear is exactly the same as what I just heard. I tried countless times. I heard it countless times. I prayed. I hoped you would be the exception. But as I thought, we are all sinners in the same cage. There are no exceptions. Shut up! Eosphoros grabs my hand and keeps me from speaking. His finger trembles as he brings up a screen. Warning. Fatal error detected. Terminating procedurally generated network training exercise. Error. System completion is below threshold. Neural cloud is about to collapse. Preparing to verify program. Preparing to recover resources. Commencing program verification. Attack source detected. H01 EX01. Entropic Mastermind Malkira. Error. Annihilation of H01 EX01 does not conform to basic present. Reverting outcome. Restoring status. Malkira watches our expression with interest. The only sound left in this silent place is electronic noise. Is this why Malkira came back to life? Because the program, the humans, the gods wanted like this? The gods placed limit on us and levied trails on us, but the solution never existed in the first place. Huh. The Supreme Entropic and the Supreme Sanctifier cannot be killed by each other. What a joy. What a vicious curse. Oh my god, so we are like immortal? At least. Supreme Sanctifier? How many of you are? Calm down, Eosphoros. There must be something wrong. I try to find another rational solution to this problem, but as I see Eosphoros' wounds, my head goes blank. It should have been fatal. Even if we brought him back to the reverse tower for immediate treatment, his survival would have been doubtful, yet it is almost completely healed. Eosphoros, Enough rubbish. Still, now that the climax has passed, I suppose it's time for the next act then. This time, you ought to be patient enough to have a proper conversation with me. What about us? Am I super sanctifier? Oh my god, we're going to die. We are going to die here. A massive impact suddenly hits me. I shudder. But before my sensory system can react, I am already on the ground, my consciousness fading. Before my auditory system completely stops working, I can vaguely make out a few snippets of conversation. Alright. Just then. Of us now. Work together. Resist. No way. Okay, so... Oh my god. Atlas. Ele. All. Course. Remain. Resurrection. Possible. Cooperation. Sincerity. Don't. Eosphoros. Don't listen to her. It is difficult to move my mouth. And I don't know if my final motion makes it to him before I completely shut down. Hello, Felix. And I think that is for part 6 here. Yeah, it looks like Eosphoros and Malkira cannot die in this cloud server, and they are planning to get together and somehow die, or I don't know. I don't know. But man, you don't have to be like this shady Eosphoros. It's still the same Eosphoros who put Soul to sleep, let's say like this. Okay? Yeah. What a shitty situation. But I guess that's it for this part, and yeah, thank you for watching, listening. I wish you a great day, night, afternoon, and see you in the final part 7.